Hi, this is Tandy with your Pimp Your Mat Stretch and Strengthener of the Week. So we're still looking at upper back extension. So flexibility, mobility in the upper back that also lends to strength there. So we're always trying to build equal length with equal strength. There were two before, a standing and a seated variation. This is a seated variation on the floor. So the funky thing with extension is that people tend to try to create a picture with their ribs or with their low back, and it's very particular per person. But the goal is to feel across the bra line for women, right underneath your shoulder blades for everybody, that place and down stays stable, and that from that place and up, there's a soft, gorgeous arc. So I like to imagine there's a little rotisserie spit or a little paper towel roller or a rolling pin, and you just get that gentle bend in it. So this variation, you can sit either with your knees bent or with the legs out long. Whatever feels comfortable to you is fine. You can either put your hands behind you, fingers facing back, squeeze your butt, tuck your tailbone forward to help stabilize you. Then scoop the belly button up underneath the ribs and close the front of the rib cage. That's the hardest part in these, is that you don't go for the splay, because that's not good for you, that you pull in through the ribs, that it doesn't become a Mary Lou Retton, that it's nice and controlled from here down and with lovely mobility here. So it's just a seated, squeeze the butt, tuck your tailbone forward, hands go behind you, shoulders are back, and then you just lean. You just arc, just tiny, 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 okay? And then come out of it, and then try it, 2 or 3 more times in that same place. You can also lace the fingers together just like we did in the other two variations, or use a towel or something for support, and you can use the floor. So if nothing else, this is a great shoulder and chest stretch, pretty intense, so go slowly, but you can still pull the ribs in and gently look up, trying to open through the sternum and the chest, okay? And then you can see how you could sort of wiggle and walk your way out, and maybe make the stretch a little bit bigger and get a little bit more thoracic out of it. And then carefully unravel and come out, okay? The next two are more strengtheners, but still totally address the upper thoracic, okay? I was asked for variations that were not swimming and not swan. So we're gonna do baby bird and a variation of pull straps, okay? So before I lay down, because it's hard to hear when my face is facing the floor, when you lay on your belly, you want to tuck your pubic bone to the floor. So squeeze your butt, tuck under still to help stabilize, and you're imagining that you can lift your belly button off the floor the whole time. That's hard to do. Shoulders stay away from your ears the whole time. So with baby bird, lay on your belly. You're going to prop one hand on top of the other, elbows up wide to the sides of the room. Head rests on the hands. Lift your elbows first, okay? So elbows lift, shoulders slide away from your ears. Then you want to feel like your hands press your head up to float, and then lower down with control, okay? So notice it's not my head hauling up or my neck hauling, that you want to imagine that your upper back is floating your upper body. So you're resting on your hands, elbows lift, shoulders slide away from your ears. So squeeze your shoulder blades basically and get your upper back to work and let it float. Okay, there's not tension, I'm not looking up, I'm not crunching my cervical spine, and then lower back down. Okay, try that one more time. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your butt, feet are open to the corners of the mat. Lift the elbows, then press the hands into the head and the heads into the hand, because you want the neck to stay long, and then lower it. Okay, if you need a little break, push back over your heels in child's pose. We have one more variation to do. Okay, so the setup is the same. Your feet are open to the corners of your mat. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your butt, try to lift your waistline off the floor. Arms go out long overhead, okay? So lift the legs to float. Squeeze your butt to do that, keep them straight. Lift through the upper body. Shoulders are away from your ears. You're gonna turn the palms to the outside of the room and then scoop them in by your side. Squeeze the shoulder blades, shoulders stay away from your ears. Then turn your palms forward and bring them forward, okay? They're just in line with the shoulders. Turn the palms, scoop them back. So you don't have to do the legs with this. Legs can stay there. Turn the palms, come back, turn the palms, swim. Notice that my shoulders are not moving. It's not about your shoulders. Okay? Shoulders are stable. They slide away from your ears the whole time. Maybe one more. Swim forward, swim back, rest. Okay? One last variation here. See, you guys just take a nap too. Okay? So, arms go out to the corners of the mat. Feet are out to the corners of the mat. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your butt, lift through your waistline. Try to squeeze and knit through your ribs. Okay? Inhale to lift just the upper body. Shoulders slide away from your ears. Take the palms out to the sides of the room. So you're making like an iron cross or a T position here. Then make little circles with your arms. So you're just going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go the other direction. For you all, when you do the exercise, look at the front corner of your mat, or the front edge of your mat, not the corner, so that your spine is in line, or look down in front of you, and then go 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Sit back over your heels in child's pose. Okay? So these are more thoracic extension variations for you. Always squeeze your shoulder blades. Always keep your shoulders away from your ears. Try to find the power in all the stuff underneath your armpit, which is highly underrated, and you'll hear a lot of armpit cues from me, and they're good for you. It's in upper back extension. You always want to keep this part nice and stable. That way you can actually get into the upper back portion of things. Okay? So those are your strengtheners and your stretches, and another set of thoracic stuff for you guys to try. Thanks for working out with me.